There's an important factor missing today, the follow-up, dealing with a customer after the relationship has been established. Now, companies advertise to do more business, and your company probably treats new prospects very well when they're considering doing business with your firm. But what happens after they've bought? Too often, nothing. There's no follow-up. Your organization's database likely has thousands of names in it. How much more business is out there waiting to buy again, and how many will go to the competition because they're being neglected? Well, today we'll show you how to make an effective follow-up call by offering 5 common situations which can occur when maintaining customer relationships. Here we go. We call but reach the customer's voicemail. And actually, reaching your customer's voicemail is more of a probability than a possibility. Chances are very high that when you call a customer, you get his or her voicemail. So instead of being disappointed or even surprised when you reach voicemail, why not expect it? And more importantly, prepare for it. Have your message planned out in advance so you'll leave an effective message and get value out of every call.
Jim Scott's overdue to get a call. He's a good customer. I'm going to call him now.
Hi, this is Jim Scott. I'm either out of the office or on another call. Go ahead and leave me a message. I'll return the call as soon as possible.
Hi, Jim. It's Joe Martin from Wichita Widgets. You had ordered some of our titanium widgets a few months ago, and I'm checking in to be sure they're all doing what they're supposed to be doing. Want to make sure that everything is well. I'll follow up with you again in a few weeks. However, if you do have a question, feel free to call me at 316-838-2222. Again, that's 316-838-2222. And it's Joe Martin with Wichita Widgets.
Good message, Joe, and great delivery. Upbeat, happy, and smiling. Now, Joe has a list of folks who have purchased from him, and he's keenly aware of the importance of staying in touch. Oh, sure, we all tend to follow up with the people who buy lots from us, but in truth, it's important to touch all your customers in some way a few times throughout the year. No one likes to be forgotten. Now Jim knows Joe is thinking about him. And here's an important step. Joe's also going to do what we have labeled as sandwiching. Sandwiching is using 2 channels of communication in order to help make contact and get your message heard. It's good because what Joe will do now is get a quick email off to Jim right after his voicemail, letting him know he's thinking of him. And sandwiching is extremely effective because we never know which touch point of communication our contact will be using first. Leaving a voicemail sandwiched with an email is our attempt to get value out of every call, even when we don't reach the person. Here's Joe's email, which he sent following the voicemail message. It's short and sweet.
Hi, Jim. Just left you a voicemail and wanted to cover all the bases to see how the new widgets are working out for you. Trust all is well. We appreciate your business. I'll talk with you soon. Best wishes, Joe.
Reaching the customer with a phone call is not the only way to communicate. What's important is you want to show him that you're thinking about him. Now let's check in on the customer.
Whoa, 19 voicemail messages. I'll need to get to those later. Let's see what emails I've got. Pull up the message list and answer the important ones. Joe Martin. Oh, right, we bought those widgets from them. Oh, that's nice. Want to see how we like them. Nice touch. And I see you left a voicemail message, too. Good coverage, since I won't be able to check my voicemail for a while. Joe Martin, you are one sharp guy.
Whenever you make a follow-up call, be prepared to reach voicemail. Have some bullet points already written out so you don't sound unprepared. Now, let's see our next scenario.
Good morning, Bassomatic. This is Sean.
Hi, Sean. I'd like to speak to Tom Davis, please.
Mr. Davis is no longer with the company.
Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that. Okay, thanks.
Yep, goodbye.
Sometimes when you call, the contact person isn't there anymore, but it's important to get value out of every call. Let's watch that done much better.
Mr. Davis is no longer with the company.
Oh, sorry. Obviously, I wasn't aware of that. Who has taken Mr. Davis's place?
Oh, that's me. I'm Sean Hicks.
That's the idea. Be proactive. Find out who replaced Mr. Davis. There's a new person in the job who you may or may not know, but now is the time to build rapport and save the business.
Oh, well, hi there, Sean. It's nice to meet you by phone. This is Joe Martin with Wichita Widgets. First off, did I catch you at a good time? Do you have a quick minute for me?
Yeah, sure.
Well, thank you. Again, it's Joe Martin with Wichita Widgets. We've done business with Bassomatic in the past, and I wanted to introduce myself.
Did you notice Joe didn't refer to Mr. Davis? Often when someone leaves an organization, you get a little hint if it's positive or negative. If it's positive, the person's answer might have been different.
Well, actually, Mr. Davis has retired.
Or,
Mr. Davis has been promoted to vice president. He's in our Little Rock office now.
but when the answer is,
Mr. Davis is no longer with the company.
Mr. Davis may have left to go elsewhere, or he may have been terminated. So Joe was smart not to ask what happened and probably start the conversation with Sean on a negative note.